I am up and I cannot sleep. So I decided to come upstairs and do one of my many videos for Alopecia Awareness Month. This month is Alopecia Awareness Month. Not only is it Alopecia Awareness Month, but it is my birthday month. So I really feel like I am living my absolute best life in the month of September. The month of September to me is just filled with so much right now, and just not knowing that the month of September was Alopecia Awareness Month until I, began to go through my own journey. And not only is the month of September Alopecia Awareness Month, the color for alopecia awareness is blue, which happens to be my favorite color, which also happens to be the color of my birthstone, which is a sapphire. So September has really, not only was it my birthday month, it's also became really near and dear to me now that we also celebrate my birthday in the month of September, but we also celebrate Alopecia Awareness Month in September. So I couldn't sleep, so I just wanted to get on and just begin to discuss, the many difficulties that we are facing with alopecia. And I understand that the different awarenesses, they are important, but as a female now suffering with alopecia, I don't really hear a lot of support concerning alopecia awareness. And I really think it is because there are a lot of women that are unmasking and taking the wigs off, but then there are a lot of women that are suffering in silence. And so we have a lot of women going through alopecia, but they don't want to uncover or expose the baldness. And so I don't think it is getting the proper attention. And that's just my opinion, and I'm just one person, and that is my opinion. That is what I see. So I can't say that, so many people are not doing what, they should do to bring this issue to light. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is I don't see it. And just because I don't see it does not mean that it is happening. And I say I don't see it because there are still jobs to me that discriminate against women that wear their bald heads. I've saw too many posts, and that's what supports what I feel. Why I feel what I feel, because I've saw so many posts about women feeling like they're not going to get the job, or they're turned down for the job because of their bald heads. I have even heard that women have been approached and told that it is a sin against God to cut their hair off, when not knowing why they are bald, not knowing why they're walking around with their heads shaved or their hair cut low. And so, I don't think there is a lot of light that is being shown on alopecia awareness. I just don't. And because I know a lot of times people, when they see you with a bald head, they automatically assume that you have cancer or you have some form of illness. Alopecia awareness is an autoimmune disease, but it is just the body attacking the hair follicles. It's not anything that's going to lead to death. Now, what will lead to death is someone going through alopecia and not having the support that they need, or not having that love that they need, that could really go into depression, suicidal thoughts, because hair may seem not a big thing when you have a head full. But when you begin to lose your hair, you begin to start losing a piece of yourself. And you begin to go through these woe is me moments. Because I know for myself, I didn't go deep into a depression, but I was having some real issues about me losing my hair. It just was not sitting well with me. And you hear people say, well, it's just hair. It's just hair until your hair begins to come out and won't grow back. It's okay when it grows, but when it begins to come out and it doesn't grow back, then that becomes a problem for some people. And for some people, they can't handle not having hair. They can't handle not feeling that sense of being able to run their fingers through their own hair. And so, because I've had people that I've talked to that has talked about suicidal, being suicidal when their hair came out. And so I know that's an issue. The things that I discuss now is not things that I'm just, running across or reading. These are coming from actual people's mouths, that they are struggling with, the fact that they're losing their hair. Because even with me, I was doing crazy stuff. I was tying a wig down when all I could do is just take the wig off and sit it on the dresser. And so I know, and for the women that are married and their husbands or in the deep relationships, their husbands or their boyfriends or significant others don't know what they're going through, that is a lot. And then to have somebody that you in a relationship with, or you in a marriage with, and they vow to love you, but the love comes with a condition, and that condition is that you have a head full of hair. No. But that is like beginning to happen quite often. And so, like, for me, when I started to go through my hair loss, that was one of the things that I was worried about and I was afraid of was, I'm single. Will I ever have a man that truly loves me? Or will he just look and say, I don't want a woman with a bald head? I am an amazing woman, and I come with an amazing package. I don't just come with me. I come with abilities and creativity and love to bring to the table. And I shouldn't be, judged by my hair, not, or the lack of, should I say. But, all those things and all those thoughts ran through my mind. But I thank God for not only the covering at my church, the covering that I'm under, but just my mom and my parents instilling in me greater value of myself. I thank God for that, because I did have that moment where I was having a real issue, but now I have become a victor instead of a victim. I'm owning what I'm going through, but not a lot of women are given that choice to own what they're going through, because they're beat down before they begin to accept what they're going through, and then they cover back up. So they'll take the mask off, but they put it back on. They'll take the mask off, but they put it back on. And with this month being Alopecia Awareness Month, and for me, not only is September Alopecia Awareness Month, for me, every month is Alopecia Awareness. For me, because I'm not living in nobody else's box. I'm not living in a box that somebody just feels like it's okay to put me in, because you don't have that right, and I will not give you that privilege to put me in a box. I am a beautiful woman, and there are beautiful women out here that don't feel beautiful, don't feel attractive, just because of the lack of an accessory that God gave us. And my thing is with this alopecia, I have alopecia, but alopecia don't have me. And God knew way before I went through this that I was going to have to go through this. But he also had placed in me his word. And so when I have those defeating thoughts, like I don't feel beautiful, then I think on I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I think on my value is worth above rubies. I think on things of that. I think on God's word, because God created me in his image. And like I said before, he knew what I was going to go through in 2019, because he had already I had already gone through this years ago. But my hair grew back and then it came out, and my hair grew back and then it came out. It was just a ping pong situation. But now fast forward to 2019, my hair comes out in that same spot and it has not grown back. And then not only has it not grown back, then I go to the dermatologist and they do a biopsy after a series of blood work and, different things, trying to figure out what is going on with me. Then after they do the biopsy, then they discover that I have an unspecified case of alopecia. And that is just, I don't know what's going on with your scalp, but something is going on with your scalp. And you have alopecia, but your alopecia is your hair may grow back, your hair may not grow back. But even in that, I know if God wants me to have a head full of hair, my hair can grow back just like that. That's not my worry. My concern now is to empower other women. My thing now is to empower other women, to empower young ladies that are going through hair loss, that are going through not only hair loss, but are going through the pulling of the hair, which is called trichotillomania. My thing is now helping women overcome and be victorious over what has tried to victimize them. Because I really, really feel like, once we get ahead of the thing, then I'm not going to say we're over it, but we have strength to go on. We have strength not to allow someone else to put us in bondage. And I think the wigs, they're bondage. They're a cap. That's what I call with my hat. Now, in the wintertime, yes, I'm going to wear my head wraps because I like wearing my head wraps. I'm going to wear me some cute stocking caps and cute hats because I like those trendy type things. But I'm also going to be okay with having my head, close to bald. I have a little fuzz up here, but it's not a lot to say, okay, I can, have a blowout or whatever. I'm cool with that. And so that's my thing. I could go on and on, but Alopecia Awareness Month, it is September, but for me, it's every month. And so my thing is now to empower, to help women overcome. At some point, I want to be able to go into the school system and help young ladies that are, still school age going through alopecia, or they may be going through trichotillomania or some type of issue that has caused hair loss, whether they're battling an illness or whatever. I want to be that light because, somebody has to blaze the trail. And I choose to be me. There are a lot of, movements and groups out here. And that's amazing because not one person or a group of people can touch as many women that are experiencing alopecia, that are experiencing just hair loss, period. Whether it's alopecia, whether it's, you're fighting a sickness, or you are combating, the trichotillomania or the urge to pull out your hair. Whatever your hair loss journey is, there is a sisterhood out here that is available to help you get through that moment, to help you get through that time. So it's like you don't have to suffer in silence. You don't have to go through alone. A group of friends and we gather once a month, and it's called the Bald and Beautiful Sister Circle. And the name Bald and Beautiful, I struggled with that because some women may not feel like they are beautiful when they're bald, but that is the gathering, that's the name that I chose to name the gathering, because every woman that comes to that gathering is beautiful. You're bald and you're beautiful. And every woman that desires to come to the gathering, you are bald and you are beautiful. And so my thing is to empower and not to push, somebody else's beauty on them or them owning their beauty. But my mission is to empower, inspire, encourage them not to be victimized by what they're going through, but to be victims. That is my prayer. That is my prayer every day, that I can just touch one person. If I just touch one person and just let her know, sis, it's okay. And there may be men, because some men, I'm sure they struggle when they go bald, when they start to lose their hair, and then to come to a point where they just cut it off. I can't say for a fact that it bothers them, but I know as a woman how it bothered me. And we're not different. We all have feelings. We all have this desire to look a certain way, this desire to feel a certain way. And so, in this month, I I'm gonna go live lots of times. I'm going to start to upload more videos on YouTube, because I just want women to know that they are fearfully and wonderfully made, despite what you're going through, despite whether you have a head full of hair or you have absolutely no hair. You are still beautiful. You are still beautiful when your head is shining, because your crown is glowing. And so that is my thing, in these next few months, these next years. I don't care how long it takes. I'm in this thing for the long haul. The marathon will continue. It's like it's so many women out here that need to feel like they are loved, need to feel like it's okay to unmask. And I am one of those ones that's going to be that private pusher to say, girlfriend, let's go, because you can do it. And so I just wanted to get on and just share my spiel. And like I said, I will be on more now, because this thing is just really on the inside of me, just roaring, just like come out. And so now that I'm out, let's see who else I can bring out with me. You can find me on Facebook at Lakita Porter. I'm on Instagram as I am the amazing Keita Porter, I think. I need to make sure. And so yeah, please subscribe to my page. Subscribe to my channel, I guess I should say. And I just look forward to spending more time and just getting more focus on alopecia awareness, because it is a great thing. It is a great thing right now, because there are so many women that are losing their hair, and we need some support. They need some support. They need to know that they are loved in spite of. There are women not only with alopecia, and I keep saying alopecia because that's what I'm going through, but other women that are going through permanent hair loss due to fighting off a illness. That there is, it's love for everybody. So I'm going to get off, and I just pray you all have an amazing day. And I pray you have an amazing day filled with God's best. And as I end all my videos, if nobody told you that they love you, then I'm telling you right now, I love you and I'm here for you. So just be blessed and have an amazing day.